Kyabazinga waife ogeise obusoga butereire ebitongolo birese byatuwa buyambi bwatutasa Baba Simba nebaza omunene CEO wa Daleni Mwami Daniel Kitimba webale usoge kusimye okuleta Daleni Uganda ngetuyambye kutumbula ebyobulamu n'ebyobuyondo usoge ebinze endala Kyabazinga twegaise olimu era nsaba Kibumba nkwongere enkabi otumbule busoge tuke kwewala niyo bitiro yongera osaka oletele busoge tumbuke niweise bantu nkobeise byalo alikuliza amaziga alitanga baba zendi kufaka mwenu bongere mwengoma mbawemu waide ebyokuzi oleka ebisinga kantine mu mubiri bidodo leka numbe ettaka eririndya okubyembeire naseka otairemu obuwomi neibuti ofikisi okuba engoma mbaire tikiriza yemasogana ndeke muwane baba ni baba Kyabazinga ziramu wakanya baba waife Kyabazinga bana baleyo baba ni baba Kyabazinga lazisa musoga baba waife
Ibakabino yego twesingeino olwena ifono busoga Kibumba yatuwa olw'ekirabyo ekyekikolo tweyimbenga busoga tebekerenga ensenese Ibakabino yego twesingeino olwena ifono busoga Kibumba yatuwa olw'ekirabyo ekyekikolo tweyimbenga busoga tebekerenga ensenese
Muchaine kwemba mwembe wana mwende busoga Kyabazinga Daleni Uganda eteire mwaka sente isaife simba tina baby nizali kwemba lero mpawire irobozi tuso okusima kwange yaiwe mwene kuba baba otuleze era abasoga tuli kirala baba tusimye ekyongero ndeke muwane baba ni baba Kyabazinga ziramu wakanya baba waife Kyabazinga bana baleyo baba ni baba Kyabazinga lazisa musoga baba waife Kyabazinga musoge womatomoga kubanga wobawe ebirungi ogaba ekituufu obudabuda oyambye obusoga osomeisa abaana wagaba dibasare amasomero ozimbye ofubyeku okulwanyisa obwavu baba ozimbye instituti abaana bali kwega ebyomutwe busoga esimye wabudabuda abasoga mu biseera bya covid ng'ebyokulya ogula ate era wagaba byona byona obikoze yenze empaye nti busoga ewulire ndeke muwane baba ni baba Kyabazinga ziramu wakanya baba waife Kyabazinga bana baleyo baba ni baba Kyabazinga lazisa busoga baba waife Kyabazinga niwe nsirike mbeire dogera litoli wa mugaso era bwenkulinga kunguma eyongera akaseko niwaise bantu Kyabazinga waife ogeise obusoga butereire ebitongolo birese byatuwa buyambi bwatutasa Baba Simba nebaza omunene CEO wa Daleni Mwami Daniel Kitimba webale usoge kusimye okuleta Daleni Uganda ngetuyambye ebyobulamu n'ebyobuyondo kusoga ebinza endala Kyabazinga atwegaisa olimu era nsaba Kibumba akwongera enkabi otumbule Busoga etuuke kwewala niyo bitiro oyongera osaka olatere Busoga etumbuke niweise bantu nkobeise byalo alikuliza amazzi galitanga baba zendi kufaaka mwenu bongere mwegoma mbawemu waide ebyobuuzi oleka ebisinga kankinemu omubiri bidodo leka nnumu ettaka eririndya okubya embeire naseka otairemu obuwoomi neivuti ofikisi okuba engoma mbeire tikiriza yemasogana ndeke muwane baba ni baba Kyabazinga ziramuwakanya baba waife Kyabazinga bana bali eyo baba ni baba Kyabazinga lazisa Busoga baba waife Kyabazinga ndeke muwane baba ni baba Kyabazinga ziramuwakanya baba waife Kyabazinga bana bali eyo baba ni baba Kyabazinga lazisa Busoga baba waife Kyabazinga.
The district inspector of schools, Jinja, the chairman PTA representing all the parents, our dear brothers, the graduates, administration, staff, alumni, student leaders, and the student body. The Lord is good, and all the time, the Lord is good, and that's why we are here, to be gathered here before God on this day of Thanksgiving for the two of our alumni, for the excellence they have achieved in the academia world. When our blessed founder, Blessed Basil Moreau, wrote about Catholic education and Holy Cross education, he defined Holy Cross education as an art of helping young people to reach completeness. So we, the members of Holy Cross, who serve and minister in this school, our work is basically that we help young people to reach completeness. And this completeness must be in all spheres. Holy Cross Lakeview began in a humble way in 1993 with a few students. It was a day school and church school. But from its inception, the legacy of Holy Cross Lakeview has been growing. Because the first sitting of UNEB was in 1996. And when the UNEB results were released, Holy Cross Lakeview was among the best 50 schools in Uganda. And from that time, we have been unstoppable. A tree is known by its fruits. Therefore, the products from Holy Cross Lakeview have been experienced all over the world, in Uganda, in Busoga, and everywhere. And we are very proud of all the students who have passed this school. Our dear chief guest, Jdiobe Osman, representing the Kyabazinga. This school has been at the forefront, transforming the minds and hearts and lives of people in Busoga and other regions. We currently have students from Uganda, from Kenya, from Tanzania, from DRC, from Southern Sudan. And we are also offering more than 100 students who are studying on scholarship, because as Holy Cross, we always have the preferential option for the poor, and there are those who cannot manage to study, so we ever keep it in mind. And all these more than 100 students are from Bugembe area. We wish to appreciate the role of Busoga Kingdom in partnership with the Congregation of Holy Cross and Holy Cross Lakeview in areas of education and other areas. And At the same time, Holy Cross Lakeview has been at the forefront of preserving the environment through our Laudato Youth Club, that we have gone around educating people about taking care of our common home. And we shall not stop until everybody has gotten on board. We also wish to appreciate the congregation of Holy Cross, represented by Father Arnold Jawiyambe here, for the foundation of this school, for its staffing of the CSC men, and for all the infrastructure development that they have done. Dear students, may we applaud the congregation of Holy Cross that has done all this work on especially the area of infrastructure development. We appreciate our parents. As teachers, we have no job if we don't have students. So, Mr. Muwanika, representing all the parents, we want to thank you for giving us a job, for giving us these young people, that we may be able to form them in virtues. We appreciate a number of the alumni we appreciate. I know the chairperson of the alumni has been represented by Brenda. We also want to thank Brenda and all the alumni. You make us proud wherever you are. And we also appreciate the administration and the staff who must keep the flag of this school high. 2019, when we won the Stanbic Championship in Kampala, we had represented the Eastern region, not only Busoga, but the whole Eastern region. And we were competing with this mark that is representing the Central. Nyakasura was representing the Western. And a number of students have benefited with the scholarships that the school has been able to give them. They have the outstanding today who have graduated. But also have other students who are also on scholarship in USA. There are two I've seen here. We have Aith Agatha, who is in Texas at Holy Cross University, St. Edwards. Aith Agatha, may you stand? Being the smallest, but it is able to produce the biggest tree. This school can be compared to a mustard seed. But the number of talents, the number of experts has produced, they are everywhere in the world. And that's why we want to thank God for the gift of this school. So our dear guests of honor, we want to thank you for honoring our invitation as we celebrate the success of Dr. Muwanika and Mr. Emmanuel Epau, and that's just the beginning. And we shall extend more invitations. Please, when we invite you, honor our invitations. As I conclude my speech, Holy Cross Lakeview, we have gifted a student. I would ask the student, we the senior six, to come forward.
a whole village to raise a child. This proverb means the village, this proverb means that the upbringing of a single child is an effort that can only be successful completed by the collective efforts of a community. You know, people sowing into the child's life at a moment. Training and disciplining a child in ways of the village so they can grow up to be successful, independent human beings. Everyone in the village gets involved in the process of raising this child. Gets parents, siblings, relatives, teachers, janitors, security guards, and then also the amazing men and women in the kitchen. We know we wouldn't be here for an hour if they weren't down there, so it's important we highlight them as well. Everyone in the village carries within them something that the child will need to grow up successfully. And the same spirit of the African proverb, I want to say that it takes the whole Holy Cross-like view to raise an all-round child. And for that, I want to give thanks to Holy Cross-like view. The chief guest, owek Osman Ahmed, Superior General of the congregation, members of the Board of Governors, PTA, head teachers, school administration, parents, invited guests, Holy Cross men and women, teaching and non-teaching staff, fellow Laviscans, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Emmanuel Epao, and I'm profoundly grateful for this opportunity to speak to you on such a joyous occasion. A candidate in 2019, I was by then crushing books. By then we used to call it bookworming, or rather, transonite. But Bassa Grace, in a conversation, told me something that changed how I approach studying. She said, please remember, it is not always about working hard, it is about working smart. The ability to know when to rest and when to read. To know when your brain masters more than simply trashing everything you read. Basically, to understand yourself and plan accordingly. It takes a village. In my own life, hard work and working smart have opened doors I've never thought possible. They have taken me from Wanyange classrooms to the international stage, allowing me to plan, learn, grow, and contribute in ways I've never imagined. Remember to embrace the challenges ahead with the same spirit of dedication and perseverance. Remember that every obstacle you face is an opportunity to learn and grow. Respect is another cornerstone of our community. It is through respect that we build strong relationships, foster understanding, and create a supportive environment for everyone.
To interact with our young sisters and brothers. Some of you are about the size I was when I was in senior one. The difference is I was in a very dusty class, or Andre Hall was very dusty back then. And if I was a student, or if I remember correctly, you're all ready to go. So I'll keep it very brief. So I'll do this in a very different way. We have a lot of guests with us today here that have actually sacrificed their time to be here. And I could mention each individually, but I most definitely know we don't want me doing that. So friends and family, thank you for creating time to be here today. I have some friends who accompanied me from the United States. Those ones I'll try to mention their names. Dr. Komakech Joel, he went to Oklahoma State University. He was with us this morning, but he had to run very quickly. And the other one who continued mentoring me while in the United States, Dr. Mukembo Stephen Charles. If you may stand up, he continues to be my mentor. And we all went to Oklahoma State University with the Cowboys. So now let's come back home. Holy Cross Lakeview, I am what I am today because it started here. The men and women of Holy Cross Lakeview gave me an opportunity to become who I am today. And we are celebrating not just me, not just Epal, but we are celebrating the achievements of Holy Cross Lakeview. Because when a lot of people come together, this is what happens. Muwanika the orphan gets to be called Dr. Muwanika. Muwanika the orphan gets to be an aerospace engineer working for one of, if not the largest aerospace engineering company in the world. Dear students out there today, you may be lacking school fees. Who sends home students for school fees now? The bursar might send you home for school fees. I experienced it. You might go home and you might be on an angry stomach. I experienced it. You may not have parents. I experienced it. And guess what? With the trust in God, dedication, determination, it all came to pass. Holy Cross will prepare you. Just follow the process. Just trust the process. So, to my fellow students who are out there, the Muwanika Idiobe you're looking at today, just as my classmates would testify, I was never the best student. We have a misconception that for you to become someone, you must be an A student. And I'm here to tell you, it is a different story. You just have to be good enough. Love what you're doing. I loved what I was doing, and with Holy Cross preparing me, how? Through the science fair. I don't want to repeat the whole story. I was able to discover myself. I was able to become someone you admire. And I'm telling you, for the students, you could be far much better than I am today. And therefore, let's trust in God. And every time you have the opportunity to be blessed, do not be blessed to be successful, but rather be blessed to be of value. And I can only commit myself to be of value to my society, my community, and everywhere I go. I am not after getting millions of dollars or millions of Ugandan shillings. I am after having an impact. So if today I walk out through this door and there is a student who thought they've hit the end of the road and today they change their mind, I think I've achieved what Holy Cross has always trained us to be. And therefore, thank you, Holy Cross. This will always and has always been my roots.
Ngankali kutusa obubaka bwa baba mungane mutwalo omukisa guno okwebaza abaana baife abatulaze ennono nga bali kutwembera wano. Mwebale kwenda buwangwa, mwebale kwenda busoga, mwebale kwenda baba, mwebale kwenda mama, ate mwebale kweyenda. Ng'okaali kuba kintu kyona kyona Katonda bwe yakuleeta ku nsi osooka kuba musoga. Mwebale kwenda busoga. Nayenda okusiima nakwebaza abaana abatulaze technology. Nayenda okusiima abasomesa abakoze omulimu ogwo omulungi. Nsembyayo okusiima abaana baife abakoze omulimu guno omulungi ennyo. It's not only about fine art, but it is the love they have for their king and their queen. And of course, their role model, Dr. who is here today, who is the main celebrant. I now take the honor to deliver the message from His Majesty William Gabla Jdiobe IV, the Isebantu Kyabazinga'S of Busoga, at the Thanksgiving ceremony today of Dr. Jdiobe Muwanika and Mr. Epau Emmanuel, this Sunday, the 16th of June 2024, at the Holy Cross Lakeview Senior Secondary School, Wanyange Jinja, Butembe, Chifto. All Kingdom officials present, the Chairperson, Board of Governors, and the Executive Chairperson, PTA, and the Executive, Management, and staff of this school, led by Reverend Father Prosper Atukwase, the head of teachers, Jinja District, the parents of our graduates, the graduates, i.e. Dr. Muwanika Idiobe and Mr. Emmanuel Epau, all guests present here today, all protocol observed. First of all, I want to thank God because it is only Him that all of us look up to. He has graced our respective lives with opportunities that I know are not of our own hands or any other human hand. He has shown us that it is a specific fact that gratitude reciprocates. I'm delighted to preside over this Thanksgiving function where we are acknowledging God's endless works into us as people. I am here not only to celebrate and dine with you, but also as a friend to the graduates, but most especially Dr. Muwanika, whom I not only read about in the media, but had a physical interaction with during one of my trips overseas. In a special way, I want to congratulate Dr. Muwanika for enduring all the academic challenges that come with being a student overseas, among others, but above all, going into the annals of Uganda's history as the first aerospace engineer. This is no mean feat at your age. Thank you for prioritizing that decision you took to further your education. May Busoga, Uganda, the whole Cross family, and the entire world benefit from the academic achievement. That maiden PhD in aerospace engineering will help us as a people to appreciate the fact that regardless of your background, one can make it in life provided he or she is focused, determined, disciplined, God-fearing, and above all, he or she prioritizes what the target is after all. Success is a personal choice. I also want to congratulate you, Mr. Emmanuel Epau, for being good ambassadors of not only Holy Cross Lakeview SS, but Busoga and Uganda as a whole. For this, we are forever grateful. These are great milestones registered, and we take pride in them. Keep our flag wherever you go, since we take you as our ambassadors. The academic achievements have enabled you to lay your foundation, but you should strive for more. Your success is a true reflection of Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. I wish to congratulate parents, guardians of our graduates for prioritizing the education of our children. In a special way, I want to thank the Holocaust fraternity for the kind gesture of supporting our children regardless of one's background. This is a true reflection of how much you treasure humanity. As a kingdom, this is not a simple gesture, and we look forward to strengthening it further as partners in development. I implore management of this school to formally work with Kyabazinga'S in rekindling Busoga's education's glory, for as a sub-region, we are known for being academic giants, and now is the time. I wish to encourage all of you to promote unity of purpose, spirituality that is anchored on discipline, good relationships, good upbringing, and the Bible. To the graduates and our learners here present, you ought to blend academics with religion, since God is love, kindness, generosity are very important in our daily lives. The Holy Cross family emphasizes integral development, whereby wherever their establishments are the world over, it is inevitable to find a church, health center, and a school. In other words, the organization promotes education of both the mind and the heart. I want to thank the community around for the support and the enabling environment that enabled our graduates to prepare well for what we are witnessing here today. The community also needs to be reminded of your duty always in the proper upbringing of your young ones. To the parents and guardians of this community, let us continue being responsible and guide the young ones as usual in order to make the right decisions for the rest of their lives amidst the challenging times of the digital era. In my view, the success of education in Busoga and Uganda generally depends greatly on community support and all efforts geared at promoting positive attitude towards the education. In my view, the success of education in Busoga and Uganda generally depends greatly on community support and all efforts geared at promoting positive attitudes towards the education of both boys and girls should be supported by the local leadership, government, donors, senior educations, and other stakeholders. This, therefore, defines their role in promoting quality education and its universal access. To the teachers and support staff of this school, you keep making us proud whenever your NAB releases its exams for both O and A-level exams. The results reflect a multiplicity of hard work, teamwork, spirituality, and above all, good preparedness of the learners. Please keep up with these standards. Relatedly, I wish to commend all of you for supporting the kingdom in all its endeavors as we strive to take Busoga to greater heights. Please be informed that the kingdom has an open door for all people with good intentions, since we promote unity of purpose and teamwork. To the students here today, since you are known to be energetic, innovative, creative, and industrious, you must remain focused in order to prepare for the future. And thank you for inviting me and listening to me. Busoga, Okwisania, Naamani. His Majesty William Governor Jdiobe IV is Abantu Kyabazinga'S. Thank you for listening.